Right now at 6, how a new grant is making vital changes in the field of mental health. And a crash on Highway 53 in Galesville is holding up traffic.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Dua Esrar. Ken is off tonight. Police responded to a crash on Highway 53 near Galesville this afternoon. Tri-State Ambulance was also on the scene. As you can see here, 2 cars have suffered extensive damage. There was debris in the road and traffic was backed up. We will bring you more information as we receive it. Local nonprofits in the Coulee region are taking steps to make sure mental health providers reflect the community they serve. It's a partnership between Peace of Mind Counseling, Black, and La Crosse Community Foundation. Peace of Mind Counseling member Chris Cole says the idea for the fund came around the time of George Floyd's murder. He says he realized Peace of Mind had all white providers and more representation was needed. An anonymous donor will match the first $15,000 in gifts until the fund is established. One scholarship will be available each year for a BIPOC student that is pursuing a master's degree in mental health in either the Midwest or a historically Black institution or college.
The La Crosse community will soon have an endowed scholarship fund that's going to help diversify the field of mental health providers we have in La Crosse so that our mental health community is more representative of the folks who call La Crosse community home.
Statewide, Wisconsin is facing a mental health provider shortage. Black Executive Director Shondell Spivey says there's stigma in the Black community about seeking mental health support. He says it's important to find support with people who look like you and have gone through similar experiences. We'll post a link with more information on the scholarship at news8000.com. A driver is injured after his vehicle rolled over on Highway 27 in Monroe County earlier today. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says the man was headed north around 8 this morning when he drove off the shoulder. The driver's vehicle rolled multiple times. The driver was injured but was able to climb out of the vehicle on his own and was then taken to a hospital. Officials are still investigating that crash. Madeline Kingsbury's children will remain with Kingsbury's parents. An agreement has been reached in the children in need of protection or services case involving her children. Kingsbury has been missing since March 31. A release from the Winona County Attorney's Office says the CHIPS case was filed to ensure her kids had necessary care. According to the release, the settlement affirms that Kingsbury was the children's sole custodial parent. The release also said the county still holds temporary custody of the children. That status and the children's placement will not change until the court decides at a later date. Well, today was a lovely day, but we still need some rain. It's definitely looking dry. My grass definitely is burned out there.
Right.
I don't know if that's what the rest of the county looks like.
For the most part, yeah. Matter of fact, coming up in the next check of weather, we will show the drought monitor again. I do have a little bit of good news, though, and it's this guy right here, this advisory map. That air quality alert that was in effect for the majority of the viewing area was allowed to expire at 6 o'clock, so just a few minutes ago. Numbers for today, we made it to 84 in La Crosse, 83 in Eau Claire, 82 in Black River Falls. Viroqua, you made it to 79. 81 was the high in Boscobel, as well as Prairie du Chien. 76 was the high in Marshfield. And right now, Marshfield, you're sitting at 75, otherwise 70s and 80s across the area, making for a beautiful Tuesday night across the Coulee region. Look at Sparta, 78 degrees, same story in Black River Falls. Now, in La Crosse, we have partly cloudy skies, 81 is the current temperature, humidity at 100, with winds out of the east at 5 miles per hour. And in Eau Claire, good evening to you guys. Mostly cloudy skies, humidity is at 45%. Your temperature is 81 with winds out of the north-northeast at 7 miles per hour. Winneshiek County right now showing a little bit of thunderstorm activity, but coming up in the first warn forecast, Dua, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the rain chances are few and far between. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
All right. It was a record-breaking year for Wisconsin as the tourism industry saw a massive boost in revenue. Today, Governor Evers announced that tourism generated nearly $28 billion in 2022, which surpasses the previous record of 2022 of $20.2 billion. Wow, that was tough to get out. That record was set in 2019. The economic impact was felt across the entire state as all 72 counties in Wisconsin benefited from the revenue produced by the tourism industry. Well, it's an exciting day for theater enthusiasts in La Crosse. Viterbo University has announced its musical and play lineup for the 2023-2024 season. The presentation gave a brief description about each project. The shows featured renowned musicians along with other performances featuring MTV Unplugged and Godspell.
And I know that Dylan McCardle, who's the director of our Fine Arts Center, has worked really hard to put together an exciting season. It's got a little something for everyone in this season. Dance, some top name musical talent, some of our top comedians from across the country. So there really is something for everybody in this coming season.
For more information on tickets and showtimes, you can visit Viterbo's website or call the following number. 608-796-3100. That number will be posted on our website. Well, today was the last day of school for students at Bangor Elementary School, but it was also the beginning of a new chapter at that school. Today, the district held a groundbreaking ceremony to mark the beginning of the remodeling phase for part of the elementary school. New doors, floors, ceilings, and roofing will be added to the 1967 portion of the building, along with additional parking and playground space. Faculty and staff said these renovations will benefit everyone, but more is so the students.
It's all about the learning environment that we can create for them to be the best learners and give our staff, our teachers, our support staff the tools so that they have the best so they can provide the best educational opportunities for our students.
As progress during construction, Bangor School District will update their social media and district website. For more information, we have a link at news8000.com. Well, coming up on News 8, Art for Veterans, a creative way Wisconsin man is honoring those who served. And the GOP presidential candidate field is growing more crowded. More on the latest candidates to throw their hats in the ring. That's right after the break.
Sizzling summer savings are happening right now at Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 5 years, no minimum purchase. And score even more deals that are too hot to handle during the 72-hour summer event. Happening in-store only June 17th through 19th. Only at Ashley.
Isn't it time you turn your backyard into the oasis you've always wanted? Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company and find your outdoor setup. Imagine gathering with family and friends around your wood-fired pizza oven. Sit back and relax around your new gas fire table, available in different sizes and styles to fit your lifestyle and budget. Stop in this month and receive 15% off outdoor living. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard,
we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Right now at Ashley, pay 0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase. Ashley Sleep Align mattresses start at $999.99. And for a limited time, when you add an Align adjustable base to your purchase, you can save 10% on the set. Only at Ashley.
The field of Republican candidates for president is about to get more crowded. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie has filed the paperwork for a run and is preparing to launch his bid this evening at a town hall in New Hampshire. 2 more candidates are expected to make their announcements tomorrow. Nicole D'Antonio has the latest from the White House.
As he enters the race for the GOP presidential nomination, Chris Christie is positioning himself as the Republican candidate willing to go after former President Donald Trump.
We can't be a party of vindictiveness and vendettas.
The former New Jersey governor and one-time Trump ally is focusing on New Hampshire voters as he makes a second run for the White House.
Maybe we do need new blood. Maybe we do need somebody like, Christie or DeSantis.
Christie's announcement comes a day before former Vice President Mike Pence kicks off his campaign in Iowa.
The answer, Iowa, is strong, conservative, Republican leadership.
North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum is also expected to join the GOP race Wednesday, adding to an already crowded field that also includes Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley, and South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. The next challenge for the candidates will be meeting the requirements for the first Republican debate in August, including making a pledge to support the eventual nominee. Notably, Donald Trump, who's leading the GOP pack in the polls, hasn't said whether he would sign such a pledge. He has hinted he may skip the debate altogether. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, the White House.
Former President Donald Trump remains popular among GOP voters even as he faces multiple criminal investigations. Well, coming up on News 8 Now, one Wisconsin man's small act of kindness is making a difference in the lives of veterans. A look at how he's creating memories through art. That's after the break.
And I'm First Warn meteorologist Eric Dean. For tonight, we'll see temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. By 8 o'clock, we'll see a temperature of 77 degrees, but unfortunately, the precip chances, they are not in the forecast, and we need that rain. We'll talk about when we may see a rain chance coming up with my 8-day on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Same day eye exam, same day glasses. 2 pairs plus eye exam for only $79.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again. 833-WIS-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
Bret Michaels Party Gras 2023, Saturday, August 12th, Ho-Chunk Gaming, Black River Falls. From over 50 million albums sold comes the Poison Hits and Solo Hits Live. All for the man who starred in VH1's Rock of Love, The Masked Singer on Fox, and ABC's Greatest Hits. Bret Michaels Party Gras 2023. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Must be 21 years to attend. Ho-Chunk Gaming reserves the right to cancel or alter shows at any time. All ticket sales final, no refunds.
Did you know the proper installation of your windows is just as important as the windows that you select? Improper installation can lead to issues like air leakage, mold, rotten wood, structural issues, and other future problems.
Don't take chances. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. Our factory-trained team will ensure your new windows are installed correctly the first time.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, the clear choice for the best windows installed by the best people. Get 8 Star Mark windows installed for $139 a month. Contact us today.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
It's the little acts of kindness out of the blue that can stick with a person. One Waushara County man has created hundreds of memories for veterans. Dale Ryman explains.
Most of the furniture in the house he built.
One step onto the Browns' front porch.
Trial and error.
The woodwork catches your eye.
The fact that you can take a log and turn it into something nice.
Since the late 60s, Bob Brown has been building and building.
I draw my own plans up.
For someone who built his life in pharmacy, craftsmanship is his medicine today.
The only thing that can stop you from doing anything is your mind.
A few years ago at a high school reunion, he gave wooden flags to some veteran classmates.
To see this bunch of guys that you grew up with basically in school having tears run down their eyes. And that's pretty darn good encouragement to do it again.
His mission turned to giving thanks and a patriotic piece of art to veterans.
Just seeing how the veterans react to it, to be so thankful that you have tears in your eyes.
It's just rewarding for us too, to see their reaction, to know that they're not forgotten.
Armed with flags and eagles, Bob and Gail, his wife of 52 years, keep their eagle eyes open when they're out and about.
I seem to have a deal where I can tell a veteran pretty easily.
And we thought that was the perfect location.
In April, Jared Kyle and his wife were leaving a Plover grocery store when Bob and Gail spotted the couple.
I was just having a bad day. He says, "Hey, I see you're a veteran. I've got something for you." And he opens up his trunk and hands this to me. And it's the most beautiful thing in the world.
That act alone rescued this Navy man and pulled him out of his dark place.
I just can't convey enough to Bob how important it is to the rest of his service members that he's doing this.
So many of them that we do give stuff to say they've never been thanked before. They're unbelievably thankful.
So far, Bob has handed out 304 eagles and flags. While a bad knee may slow him down this summer, quitting isn't an option.
I told Hallie, our granddaughter, I says, you know, I don't want to stop doing it. Think I could hit 500? And she says, you better make sure you hit 500, Grandpa.
The amazing part is that he made that many, and he made them by hand. And he puts a lot of detail, a lot of thought into each one.
He's not just Bob the Builder, but Bob an American, saluting those for their service.
To know that you made a difference in somebody's life, you made their life a little better, you know, and by doing what? What I love to do.
While Bob didn't serve, his son Tim is a Marine. He says he does it to honor him. Bob and Gail have given away as many as 7 in one day. Well, let's switch it up and talk weather. Eric, we mentioned it before. We need rain desperately, but until then, what can we expect?
Well, I just posted this on the News 8000 First Warn weather page earlier. Now, we can summarize this forecast in 3 things: the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's go ahead and start with the ugly. Well, the good. Actually, start with the good. Good evening, everybody. Take a look here at the high temperature for today. We made it to 84 degrees. The reason why that's good is because look at the past few days. We were in the upper 80s to low 90s. The bad news with this graphic is for the next few days, it's going to stay dry out there. So no matter how you slice and dice it, we do need that rain regardless. So there's the high of 84 after a morning start of 67. 79 and 58 is where we should be for this time of year. 96 was the record high set back in 2011. I want to focus your attention on these numbers down here. We only have 1/10 of an inch of rain for the month of June. We're sitting at 91/100 of an inch below normal for the month. Now, the only rain on the radar scan right now is this little guy right here to the south and west of Decorah, also to the east of Lansing. Other than that, that's it. We have a clean sweep on the radar scan, and this is going to get a break as we go into the next several hours. We will stay mostly cloudy, though. Now, remember the rain chance I was talking about. Like I said, we're below normal for the month of June. We're now below normal for the entire year. We're at 76/100 of an inch below normal. We're sitting at 12.81 inches for the year. In Eau Claire, you're sitting at 11.89 inches. You're 14/100 of an inch below normal for the year and almost an inch below normal already for the month. So we need a good soaking. And don't forget, for weather anytime, day or night, download the free News 8000 First Warn weather app on your device to receive the latest information. Should we get a rain chance in the forecast, it'll let you know. Outside right now, we have mostly cloudy skies. 81 degrees is the current temperature. Humidity is at a half 150% with winds out of the east at 5 miles per hour. As we take a look here at the next several hours, and that's something else you can get on the weather app, we'll see temperatures in the 80s until we get to the 8 o'clock hour. We'll go to 77 degrees, 69 by the 11 o'clock hour, 66 by 1 a.m. So here's your setup. High pressure is in control. We are now on the back end of a high pressure system, and this system is going to keep us cool as we go into the next few days. We're talking temperatures right around normal. Our average high for this time of year, 79 degrees, and that's for what we're going to hover around as we go into the next few days, especially the second half of the work week. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 40s, 50s, and 60s will greet you. Upper 40s towards Sparta, 52 Black River Falls, 58 in Eau Claire, 60 in Menominee, 61 in Wabasha. We'll start your Tuesday off with mostly cloudy skies. The clouds will dissipate as we go into the late morning, early afternoon hours. We'll be left with abundant sunshine and substantially cooler temperatures. Matter of fact, we're going to stay in the upper 70s to low 80s, especially over towards Medford as well as Marshfield. You guys will see temperatures in the mid 70s, and then after that, take a look at the next 8 days. We go to 78 Thursday, 80 on Friday, 79 on Saturday, and then do you like country music?
Kind of. Sometimes.
It's a Joe Nichols kind of day on Sunday. Sunny and 75.
No idea
Take
who that
me
is.
somewhere.
No idea who that is.
Right here.
Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Well, coming up in sports, a big day on the diamond for a few of our high school teams. Aquinas and Bangor were going head-to-head this morning in Viroqua. Rob has that and much more next up in sports.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
The average employee has been with their current employer for 4.1 years. Our employees at Chart Industries disagree. If you're eager to join a company you can retire from, then chart your career with Chart Industries. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Now's the time to make your dream home a reality with a home loan from Ultra. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, we're here to help make it happen. With great rates and local servicing, a secure 24/7 online application, and an expert team. So take the next step and apply now. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what our members say. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
At Bright Star Care, we are looking for kind, passionate, reliable individuals who will go above and beyond for our clients. We truly do feel like we're the best provider in town. We're going above and beyond every single day. There's stressful days, times, but we're all in it for the right reasons, and we always do the right thing. We are currently looking for caregivers, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs.
To win multiple NASCAR championships, you gotta have the best support, including my arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
How's that back and knee pain doing?
It's all gone. Yeah, my balance is better.
See how we can help you too with a free fitting.
At the Good Feet store.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Busy day on the dime, and a few of our area teams are just 2 wins away from punching their ticket to the state tournament in Appleton next week. We'll start in Division 3 with a couple of our area squads going head-to-head. Let's go to the Park Bowl in Viroqua. 2 red-hot teams going at it, Aquinas and Bangor in the sectional semifinal. Pitchers duel early on, but the Blue Golds break through in the third. Calvin Hargrove finds the gap in right center. 2 runs are going to come in to score on the triple from Hargrove. That makes it 3-0 Aquinas. Then in the 5th, Hargrove comes through again. He scorches one in a center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Ben Corsi slides in safe to make it 4-0 Blue Golds. Tanner Peterson throwing a gem on the mound for Aquinas, and he gets the 4-6-3 double play. to end it. Blue Gold shut out Bangor 4-0. We'll have sectional final highlights coming up tonight at 10. Altoona hosting a D2 sectional. West Salem squaring off with Mosinee. Indians get to Brett McConkey right away in the first. Taylor Lemansky sending a deep fly to left center, and it's gone. Mosinee grabs the early 1-0 lead. Panthers threatening in the second. Bennett Burke finds a hole through the right side. Jacob Helgeson slides in for the score. West Salem ties the game at 1. But Mosinee responds in the bottom of the inning. Grant Kuklinski shooting a single to left field. That plates Cameron Zeeble. Indians regain the lead 2-1. Now 3-1 in the sixth. Panthers needing a rally. McConkey sends one to deep right center. Rolls all the way to the wall. Luke Knowles scores from first to cut the lead to 1. And the momentum carried from there. Brennan Kennedy with a tough bouncer to the left side. There's no play. Panthers take the lead. Carson Kepnick would drive in another in the sixth, part of a 6-run inning. Panthers go on to win it. We'll have highlights from their sectional final matchup against Altoona later on tonight. Up to Blair for the D4 sectional. Top-seeded Oliva Strum taking on Pittsville. No score in the bottom of the second. Ty Gelsted shoots one towards right field. The second baseman makes a great stop, but the throw to first, not in time. Run scores. Cardinals take a 1-0 lead. In the third, the pitcher helping his own cause. Tyler Webb drives one the opposite way, hops the fence. That plays Carter Gunderson to make it 2-0 Cards. Now 3-0 in the fourth. Pittsville finding some life as Brad Neve rips a single to left field. Dylan Luther scores to get the Panthers on the board, but the Cardinals get that run right back and some. Justin Becker bouncing one in a shallow right. Oliva Strum goes up 5-1. Then Jake Bierke adding to the damage in the fourth as well with an RBI single to left. That makes it 7-1 Cards. Oliva Strum moves on to the sectional final 12-3. We'll have all the sectional final action tonight at 10. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.